What's up, everybody? My name's Jance, and today we're going to be diving into a Forever Konrad deck. That's right, a while back I made it a point to make an Idol of Endurance deck because I was like, look, I made this card good again. Or, good in the first place. Anyways, it was an okay combo deck. It consisted off of getting down Syr Konrad, filling up your graveyard, and then use an Idol of Endurance to remove all your creatures from your graveyard to deal tons of damage with Syr Konrad. Now, the deck that we have here today is going to be very similar, except on top of Idol of Endurance, we're going to be using Forever Young. So, 2 mana sorcery, put any number of target creature cards from your graveyard on top of your library, which is another way of moving them out of your graveyard and thus proccing Syr Konrad. To help us get in some extra damage, we're going to have Bastion of Remembrance, which allows us to deal additional damage every time a creature dies. So we have Syr Konrad, which deals 1 anytime a creature leaves the battlefield, right? And then we have this, which is going to deal 1 every time a creature dies, so 2 damage per death. And then we move them, which is going to deal 1 additional damage for every creature we move. So it gets up to being basically a ton of damage, right? Surrounding this deck down here in the bottom end, we have 3 copies of Archfiend's Vessel because we are running Malakir Rebirth. And originally we were running Call the Death Dweller, so you'll see that in some of the matches. But we opted to end up taking it out to make the deck a little more streamlined in its efforts of proccing Syr Konrad, right? Anyways, Malakir Rebirth plus the Archfiend is still really, really good. We have Bloodchief Thirst to remove our opponent's stuff. We have Serrated Scorpion to help be a bottom creature blocker, if that makes sense. Anyways, pretty good. Village Rites to help draw us cards. Forever Young for the combo. Heartless Act for removal. Mire Triton to mill our creatures into our graveyard, right? Fill it up. That way we can use Syr Konrad and then use Forever Young and really proc it out. We have 2 copies of Skyclave Shade. This is a card I've sort of went back and forth on. I like having more copies. I like having 4 copies. If you have 4 copies, try it out. Maybe it'll work for you. Maybe I was having bad luck this morning. I would certainly have some kind of luck. Anyways, Skyclave Shade, really good because you don't need any sort of combo for this to work with Syr Konrad, right? You play it down, it swings in, they block it, you get to remove one of their creatures, you play a land card, and then you can play it back to the battlefield, which procs Syr Konrad, right? Because it's leaving the battlefield. Oh, well, it's leaving the graveyard. So you get a proc whenever it dies, you get a proc whenever it comes back, you're dealing 2 damage, and your Skyclave Shade, every time it's actually getting in, you're dealing 3 additional damage, so, it's damage no matter what, basically. Idol, like I said, helps with the combo, but you can also use this realistically, to play your creatures back, so it's got that benefit as well. Bastion, as I mentioned, helps deal the damage. Agadeems, if you have it, run it. It's a really good card. Carrion Grub, I thought was actually a very interesting one here. 4 mana, it gets +X, +0, where X is greatest power among creatures in your graveyard, and whenever it enters battlefield, it mills 4 cards. So the nice thing is the milling 4 cards helps with the Syr Konrad. However, the other nice thing is if you do mill a Syr Konrad, then you have a 5/5 for 4 mana, which isn't bad, considering it's also milling you and working you towards that goal, right? Now, you could potentially only hit a 1 power creature, but you still have a 1/5, which is at least a solid blocker. You milled the 4 cards, you set up better for the Syr Konrad, right? Now, I have went back and forth on adding a few bigger, spicier creatures just for the Carrion Grub. I'll leave that up to you, if you want to take out Carrion Grub and play more into the lower end and put Call the Death Dweller back in, that's certainly viable. It allows you to get your Mire Tritons, your Serrateds, all that stuff back. If you want to go more into the Carrion Grub, feel free to remove the Archfiend's Vessel, put it in a couple copies of some bigger creature, maybe another copy of Carrion Grub. I think it'll still work out very well for you, right? Now, outside of the Syr Konrad, we have Cauldron's Gift, which allows you to both mill cards and return your Syr Konrads from the graveyard to the battlefield. They get the additional counter. It's not really why you love it, but, it's there and it does help. All that being said and out of the way, that's going to do it for the deck this morning. I hope you enjoy the matches and I hope you enjoy the combo. This is one of those super fun decks that you just get to sort of play, and it wins off of just doing what it's doing. And whenever the combo hits, hey, you're getting to do a combo, right? So it's not like a Peer into the Abyss where you're specifically going for that, 2 set of cards or whatever. This deck works outside of the combo and it works very well inside of the combo as well. Anyways, enough of me chit-chatting your ears off. If you enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like down below. As always, a comment in the comment section if you have any suggestions on this video, future videos, past videos, or you just want to answer the daily question. Furthermore, if you're new here and you want to support the channel / get updates and keep along with the daily videos that we post, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon, hit the join button down below the video if you want to, support the channel through a monetary means and get that weekly draft video that we do, and then Discord and all that other yada yada nonsense. Without further ado, let's hop into some funky, junky, janky magic. Santiago gonna be our next foe. We got a lot of tap lands here. I don't much like that, but we do get to go first, and we have the Syr Konrad, so we're gonna keep it anyways. We are going to be keeping this one anyways, mostly because I have the Archfiends into Malakir if we can hit it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? There's another Archfiend, so yeah, we swing in. They let it go. They let it go. Alright, let's get down another. Oh, that's pretty lucky. Hollowed Priest. Okay, so they do swing in. I think we actually let that happen. Well, we're gonna Bloodchief thirst that thing anyway, so alright, never mind. Excuse me. Look at that, we drew a Malakir, which means we can toss one down as a land, so lucky us, right? We ended up hitting a land draw there anyways. We also have Call, which means we could technically let this Archfiends also die and then just call and bring back both Archfiends, which is, I guess, kind of cool. Serrated. That is a good one as well. I want to get the Syr Konrad down, but I'm going to leave that Malakir Rebirth back because it's just too good. Opponent is playing mono white life gain though, so they're just gonna gain 4 life with Light of Hope. Okay. We're just trying to get in some extra damage. We figured they'd block the Scorpion there, but that's fine. We can get down Skyclave. We'll also have the 1 mana for Malakir. Need to find some other lands, but I'm sure we will. They're in there somewhere. Summers. Luminos is not good for us. We're going to take the 2 on the face. That's okay. Heartless Act is fantastic. Boop. Me and them just keep going back and forth. They play creatures, I remove them. They gain a lot of life. They play creatures, I remove them. I like it. It's a big circle. Big circle of life. Speaking of circle of life and Passionate Orator, that's going to make it really hard for us to kill them now. We got to get rid of those guys. Those 2 guys right there. Time Merit. Time Merit wouldn't be so bad. Let's go ahead and swing all in. Let's go ahead and swing all in. Swing. There we go. The opponent's got an instant speed spell. We know that to be true. Okay, they'd rather block the Skyclave than the Archfiends. That's a... Okay. I see. Oh. I am so sorry about that. Just smacked the hell out of my mic. I don't really want to use Malakir on the 3/1. I could use Call and bring Scorpion and Archfiends back, or I could use Call and bring Skyclave and Archfiends back. Or I just use Time Merits and get out a Zombo. Let's go for the Time Merit Zombo combo. Zombo combo. There's the Selfless Savior. Yeah, I guess we want to exile. Let's exile the Scorpion. It's okay if they don't have life gain, but it's a little bit worse if they are gaining life, so. All that glitters, that's not great for us. It's only 6 damage, we can take that. We'll still be at 19, right? Now we are exiling some of our creatures over here, which is going to make Syr Konrad a little weaker, but hey, you don't come down when I tell you to, then you gotta bite the bullet. You gotta bite the bullet. So, we'll get Skyclave back down. We have the 2/2 Zombos. Do I leave back both the zombies? Just get in with the Archfiends. I think so. I think so. We could also leave Archfiends back, get in with Zombie. Right? Oh well. Put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 other target creatures. That's going to put them up to 4/4s. Luckily, we did keep both the zombies back, right? So we double block into the one with all that glitters. I don't know why they would allow that, but, you know, sure. Now, I think on this next turn, we're going to swing with Skyclave, leave Archfiends back to block, right? Ooh, another mana. That is going to be Syr Konrad when we want him. Well, the question is, when do we want him? So we swing in, they don't block. We swing in, they don't block. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. Why would you block that? Why would you block that? That doesn't make any sense. None whatsoever. We're just going to slam a Jamma, Syr Konrad. We're still going to block with Archfiends, I think, but we'll just call the Death Dweller and bring him back, and then we can use Malakir on Syr Konrad, should he die. Ah! Scratch that, I guess he's just gonna bite the bullet on that one. Oh goodness, still can't believe it. Alright, so we'll call the Death Dweller Archfiends. That's 2 5/5s in the sky. Certainly nothing to sneeze at for 3 mana, right? And we'll get down to Mire Triton. Could play this down as a land. Honestly, at this point, we have enough to cast Syr Konrad. It's a 9 lives deck. Tell you what we can do here. Well, first and foremost, okay, so we actually just don't attack here. Never mind. I was gonna say, first and foremost, let's swing in and then we'll do this and that. But they have Giant Killer, so realistically, we just don't. We just don't. You still don't attack though, right? Because you should have used Giant Killer to. Yeah, it's too late now. But you know, it's what you should have done. Do I want to use these 2 to draw 2 other cards? No. Nope. We can use the kicker for 3, put it down with some additional counters on it. Let's see, they are going to tap my big guy here. And they can tap Mire Triton on next turn. I think I do want to kick it down. Okay. And now we know that they're going to tap this guy come their turn, so we go ahead and swing in. Oh, I was going to say, what happened there? But right, 9 lives ate the counter. It just didn't do any animation, so like we didn't know. We had no way to know. Speaker of the Heavens, they are so very close to being able to tap that bitch, which means we gotta destroy it soon. Very soon. They tap their giant killer. Bum bum bum. Wow, just more land. Not really what we needed here. Alright, so we'll swing all in. They'll take all the damage, or rather all the counters on 9 lives. That puts them to 4. Oh, I don't love this, but I think it's what we should do. Oh, man, that is just too good. That is just too freaking good. And obviously I'm being sarcastic, right? You never want to draw 3 lands in 1 turn. That's death, ladies and gentlemen. That is wholehearted, full-blown death. Okie dokie. How many counters does this get? 9? Right? That makes sense. What? That's 4 lands in a row. What? Excuse me, game? Hello? The fuck am I supposed to do about that? We just lose because they can tap my single defender, and that defender needs to block in the sky. Like, what? We just fucking lose because oh man, that's rough. Q9 Island. Q9 Island. Hey, we to go first, and it looks just kind of maybe like we have a normal hand. Hallelujah. Praise be to the magic gods. Alright, so we'll go Serrated first, because our friend here, our foe, rather, looks to be the mono red loving type, right? They got the flame pup, they got the fiery, shaggy card art, which I'm gonna say I really like. That's really cool, really dope. You're not? Well, you're just giving everybody the wrong vibe, I'm telling you right now. Telling you right now. I do want to save mana for the Village Rites and the Malakir and all that stuff, but I think there's a big benefit to getting Skyclave down when you still have land, right? Because if they do remove it, we play our other land, we play it back come next turn, everything's dandy. Everything is dandy. Alright, so first things first, we go ahead and try to swing in. Ominous Seas. Actually, it's Omen of the Sea. I shouldn't say that because Lord knows there are other Magic cards called Ominous Seas or whatever, you know, whatever name I'm trying to make up. Actually, that might be the name of a card that we have in Standard right now. We're just gonna get down the Archfiends. I want the white mana down just in case we hit the idol. But I suppose argument could be made to just slam it as black mana, play the Serrated, hold up mana for Malakir / Village Rites, right? It's alright. The opponent's down to 15. We have 5 damage coming at them, which means they're on a 3-turn timer. Currently. They're gonna bounce. We're gonna bounce our Skyclave. Do we let that happen, or do we Village Rites it? If we Village Rites it, we need to hit a land in order to get it back. But I think it is the better play. There we go, we hit a land, see? No problemo. Never didn't have it. Never didn't have it. It's actually how we want to tap there. And this way we get down you. They'll block the Scorpion. Ooh, that's a bad idea. That is a bad idea. But whatever. Who am I to judge? Maybe they have more bounce spells. You never know. You never quite know. If they do that, 5/5's gonna eat it, right? Alright, so we're at what, 5 land, we got Bastion. And back to it. Hey, listen, game. There's no need. Why did we do that? Why did we do that? You don't play your lands down when you have a Skyclave, right? It's just bad. Are we surprised? Not really. Not really by their brazen. Should have put this down before we attack, but it's okay. We're just making misplays left, right, up, and down. Yeah, so you don't play your land before you attack with Skyclave, because obviously if they choose to kill it, then, well, you want to be able to have access to it. It's a mono blue devotion deck. Interesting. It makes a lot more sense now. So they have access to 1 singular more mana. We'll go ahead and swing all in here. They'll block the 1/1 more than likely, because that allows them to take the least amount of damage. Then we can sack the Scorpion, deal 2 more. They're down to 2 life. No, they're down to 1 life. So they kill something here. They killed the Scorpion here. Okay, so then we just do this, right? And then deal 4. They have 1 life left. Oh, beautiful. Because this is that 1 life. We got there. We did it. Hallelujah. Bister? It's kind of like bastard, which I'm not gonna lie, it's got to be one of my favorite words. We're seriously getting to go first like every game with this weird off janky deck, but whenever I'm actually trying to climb in ranked, it's like, no, you shall go forever second. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, let's go ahead and get down the Mire Triton. 1, it has Death Touch. 2, it gives us life. 3, it's just lovely. The Lotus Cabra. Little Lotus Cornon the Cabra. So we can start getting it with Mire Triton. They're not going to block. They're just going to take it on the chin. We know that. They know that. We're all good. We need a Bloodchief's Thirst so we can get rid of that Cobra in all seriousness. Sounds funny me saying in all seriousness. Y'all know damn well I'm never serious. Alright, so another little corn on the Cobra. And then they get down to land, so they're up to 3 mana. They have Goose, they're up to 4 mana. Wow, this is a scary turn, ladies and gents. This is a scary turn. Turn 3, they played a creature and they have 4 mana. Like, still. Wicked Wolf. You know, I'm not surprised. So it's gonna try to fight Selfless, really? Really? Should I Malakir Rebirth and bring the Selfless back? Nah. We'll Village Rites it. We'll Village Rites it. Don't waste your time, bro. Hey, Heartless Act. That's really good for us in the current situation we're in, right? Because they don't have any food to protect the wolf, which means we can just Heartless Act that wolf. And it's what we should do, right? Let's not kid ourselves. That is exactly what we should do. Goodbye, Senior Wolf. It was a pleasure knowing you. We're gonna throw you down tap, and I guess we'll leave Malakir Rebirth back, right? So, do we get in for 2 damage, knowing they're gonna crack back at us for 4? I guess not. Like, we'd put them down to 16, but then we go down to 16. Difference is, they got a lot of life gain, you know what I mean? They got all this food here, there, and everywhere. We got a little bit. We got a little bit, but I don't know if it's necessarily enough. Well, that's interesting. What kind of weird mono green deck is this? It's like mono green ramp stompy. Also food. So they're up to... Yeah, they're up to that. They're swinging in because they're like, hey, they got to block with the Mire Triton eventually, and then it'll allow my Feasting Troll King to get in. Don't worry, we're going to heal back the damage that we just took from Malakir. Hey, and we milled ourselves 2 land. That is beautiful. That is sarcasm, ladies and gentlemen. That's what that is, sarcasm. Not that I wanted to draw 2 lands, but now I'm in this weird, awkward position where I kind of got to like shock this in to get Syr Konrad down if I want that. But Syr Konrad isn't going to be enough for the Feasting Troll King. We do have Mire Triton, but then they can replay Feasting Troll King. But if we can get Syr Konrad down, how many creatures we got over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not exactly enough. We're gonna need to start milling ourselves a lot more. A lot more. I'm gonna have to go back to the drawing board with this one. Right, because we're around mid-game, and we're gonna deal what, 5 damage with Syr Konrad? It's just not overwhelmingly good. I think we can all agree, right? So we do take out their feasting. They just replay it with the food. Not surprised. Yeah. Little scry action. No, I don't need more land. Thank you, though. Syr Konrad, go. We're nowhere near enough damage. Nowhere near enough damage. Alright, so we're going to take 7 here on the face. We go down to 3 life. Man, they're going to find a Wicked Wolf. I just know it. I just know it. We just need Syr Konrad to live, and then we can try to pull out some freaking shenanigans, right? Bastion. So I can go Bastion, Forever Young. Put a 1 mana card on top. What is that? Serrated? Serrated the card. We're so dead. We're so... so very dead. But we got to show off the combo, right? We got to show them what we were doing. What the plan was, man. What the plan was. Alright, so we would want to draw... I think Selfless. And then Serrated. Like that, maybe. It only does 5 damage, but you know, you can imagine if you got a more full graveyard. So yeah, we got to figure some way out to start milling ourselves a little bit more, a little bit heavier. Believe it or not, I think we're still okay to, like, live here. Now, not if they end up getting any sort of removal. But if they don't, we're good. We're good to go. That's funny. Another goose. Oh, man, you love to see that. When you're hoping your opponent doesn't hit anything, you love to see the goose. Alright, so a little loosey-goosey does enter the board. The land and more mana. Would you quit trying to get to a goddamn wolf, please? Just do what you need to do. Let me do what I need to do. Alright, so they do swing with Feasting. They do swing with Cobra, just as I had suspected. So what we do is we block here, we block here, here. Block, sack this, give this indestructible. We're alive. We're barely alive, but we're alive. Alright. So, bam, bam. Indestructible. We'll actually take out Feasting Troll King, but it'll come back, as always. We'll deal 3 more damage to the opponent. Kick him down to 10 life. We're putting up a decent little fight, I'll say. A decent little fight. But drawing into the Serrated next turn is probably what ends this, right? Because they have the big old Feasting. Should we have went for the Mire Triton on top then? Oh, God. Oh, that's such a rough position. So we're 1 mana away from being able to castle Lochthwain. We're dead here, aren't we? To the snake. No, because we have 3 life. Holy fuck, we're still alive. Alright, they're down to 8 life. I don't know. There's no way we come back in this. They have 5 food. There's no way they just accidentally let us get them. Another goose. Oh, man. With draws like that, though, we can't not get it, right? So they swing in with Cobra and Feasting again. Unfortunately, our Syr Konrad is going downtown now. I think this is the end of it. This is the end of our ride. Good game. We tried so hard. All right.